Welcome, B. So, I don't know about anybody else, but dragon energy has been back, has been very protective and very present. Um, so in honor of that, I guess, my team wanted me to kind of break out some old decks. So I broke out one of my dragon decks, and I broke out a fairy deck, and they also had me break out like this one like animal deck that I'm not necessarily the fondest of the imagery, but here we are. So right off the bat, they were talking about how people in the collective are currently finding your light. How you're starting to rise up to your passions. And they're saying you're starting to take note of the subtle energy shifts, and not like the big ones that you might hear everybody talking about, but the small ones that like only really pertain to you. And they're just saying that watch the subtle energy shifts, because when the subtle energy starts to move, big shifts are occurring. And they are alluding you to, with this newfound like confidence and this newfound like passionate fire, they are calling you a master craftsman, but I'm getting it more as in like you craft your destiny, as in like you craft your existence and you craft what is happening next. And they're just reminding you that fire can both be a beautiful creation and it can also be destructive. So they're using like a word of caution in saying that there's strength in vulnerability and power in restraint. And they're directly leading into you having to swim through the depths of self and having come out on the other side with a little nugget. And this nugget is a little key to the secrets that are you. And your dragons are very much in approval of your recent deep dive, very much in approval of your hard work. But they want to remind you that you're a child of great things. Like you are capable of very good, like very big things, like very massive things. They're calling you a warrior, but they're also saying to be careful, because you're headed into uncharted territory for you. This is not something that you are used to. And they're reminding you that you are unbound because you decided to embrace your fire and your passion, and you looked in the dark to find your light. You have unbound your wings. And they're specifically talking about your wings as somebody stalks through my hallway. So that's fun. You have unbound your wings, and they're just reminding you to take up space. They are telling you to now take up space. No longer should you make yourself small. Your wings are not tucked and folded no more. And they're saying feel free to roam freely. Like flaunt it, put those wings out there, take up the space that you require, is what they're saying. And for some of you, if you've been inactive lately, if maybe you've gone into like a winter hermit mode kind of deal, they are asking you to become more physically active. Part of the taking up space is like physical activity. But they're just really encouraging you as we start moving into some of these fairy cards and off with the dragons. They're really starting to encourage you guys to throw out your old maps, to throw out your old templates. And they're just saying you don't need to go down the path or the roads that other people have taken. This goes back to you being that master craftsman. You can construct a road which only you can walk. And they're being very careful with how they phrase that. They're saying that you hold the key and you've always held the lock. So you now hold the key and you've always held the lock. You can craft a path that only you can walk down. But in order to do it, they're saying you need to drop the idea of what should you do. They're saying, fuck it. Don't do that. Don't second guess yourself. You already know in your being, in your passion, in your fire, what you want to do, what you feel called to do, what you're pulled to do. And they're saying take up as much space as you need to get it done. They really want you to start welcoming in the freedom and the independence that comes with your wings being fully out in the open, being fully shifted into the bright, flourishing new you. We have the bat out here, and they're just talking about if you don't see it yet, if you, like, they're talking about how it could be invisible to some. If you don't see it yet, take some time. Take some time and sit with the new you. Take some time and spread your fucking wings. Like, they really want somebody to realize that they don't need to be small anymore. Like, this is big kahuna season. And they're just talking about you're unbound. So quit acting like you're fighting with your hand behind your back, because you're not. This is uncharted territory, and it will be uncomfortable. But everything that you have gained, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding of yourself, your reality, and others, is going to be exactly what you need. And they are calling you forward in a little bit of a offense. They're specifically saying be ready for battle. Remember that you are truly a relentless being, that you got this far because you never gave up. You got this far because you are strong, you are confident, and you can do this. And they're just saying to be ready, because when the time comes that you need to step up, you need to not have any questions about it. Well, I guess that's what the dragons wanted. Bye, B.